this is St. Sisters Vlog, and Easter's coming up, so I was going to show you guys a great way to make colored eggs. Shout out to Made by Media Crafts, because I saw their video and that's where I got the idea. So what you are going to need is some vinegar, hard-boiled eggs, whipped cream or shaving cream depending on if you're eating it or not, water, some plates. You're also going to need some food coloring, a towel, and something to smooth the whipped cream. So first, what you're going to do is you are going to put the eggs you're going to dip it in vinegar for about 15 minutes. Put that in there. So you're going to need to do that to let it soak in there for about 15 minutes. Have a towel on hand in case you kind of made the vinegar overflow. Which you're also going to need that for later.
It's okay.
Okay, and so next what you're going to do is you're going to grab the whipped cream. And, oh wait, you also need a baking pan. And you're going to spread it over the baking pan. Okay. Also, just a warning: next week there will be no video. There will be no Stephen Universe Save the Light gameplay because it is Easter, and that's actually a reason similar to why there was none last week, because it was St. Patrick's Day, and since I'm Irish, fun fact, we consider that a big holiday. So yeah, that's why I don't post videos on the holidays. And once you have a good amount of whipped cream or shaving cream in there, like it should cover about the entire bottom of the pan. If you're using one that is more bowl shaped like I am, you want it to cover about the bottom of the plate or baking pan. Then once you do that, what you're going to do is you are going to smooth it out. And if you notice that after you smooth it out, that it's like basically not covered at all, then you're probably going to want to add more. Because once you flatten it out, then you'll see really, hey, there's a bunch of space missing on a certain parts. And also, I will put a link in the description of the first video. Okay. And we're just going to finish smoothing it off there. Just a warning, smoothing it is a lot harder than it looks because, like, after you get that first layer, you have to go the other way as well. Okay, so yeah, you have it smoothed out. And then, what you are going to do is you are going to put some dye onto the pan. Okay, so this isn't
drops.
yeah. doesn't have a dropper on it, so yeah. So you want to put a good amount on there. You want to put a good amount of dye on there. And it's going to look like you're bleeding if you use red. Which is strange. Okay. Technical difficulties in the background for the other dye because of that. Also, so this is gonna also kind of be a way to make it look like you're bleeding. Grab red dye without a dropper, dye some eggs, boom. You got a good April Fool's Day prank. It's beautiful. Okay. Just try to do little drops. These aren't gonna come out as good as I hope, but it's gonna be okay. Okay. And then you grab a skewer, or in my case, scissors, and you're going to mix it up. These are your marble eggs, so you're gonna get to mix them up. And it's going to come out in a cool marble design once it is done. I'm really excited to see how this will turn out. It's going to be interesting because if you did not know, blue and green are complementary colors, so like they look really good against each other, but you have to be extremely careful if you do that, because if you mix it the wrong way, then it can turn brown. So you want to be really careful with that. And so it's a good idea to set up everything else while you're waiting for these eggs to finish soaking in the vinegar. And so I'm going to pause this video so that way the amount of time that is left for this, so that way this video doesn't turn out to be like 30 minutes long. Okay, and after it's done soaking in vinegar, what you're going to do is you're going to roll the eggs in the cream mixture that I just made, or that you made. Okay, that's the first one. I'm hoping that they turn out good. They're looking good so far. Make sure you try to get as much covered as possible on the eggs, but like without overdoing it. I'm gonna roll it in there. And by the way, a word of advice that I just figured out, you should probably wear like goggles or some sort of glasses so that way the vinegar does not make your eyes sting or anything like that, because like it's not burning my eyes too much, but after a while they kind of start to sting, you know. Let's see. And I also did a little bit of this at school where, in a way, because we were learning how to make kind of like paper marble designs. I'll have to show you that one day. Maybe if we're doing a tour of the art room. Let's see. See, like, it's gonna look kind of like this if you do red and green. So it's like Christmas Easter eggs as well. So these are kind of like light bulbs. They could be, in a way, if you choose to do red and green. These look actually kind of cool. And also, you might want to put them in separate bowls so that way it doesn't, like, you know, get mixed up or anything. And the final egg. This is also fun to do if you're just bored when you are at an Easter party. Okay, so after you are done with that, what you are going to do is you are going to wait for 20 minutes for it to kind of like dry and everything. Okay, so once you have finished waiting 20 minutes, what you're going to do is grab the egg. You want to dip it in water, not for too long, just dip it. And then you're going to pat dry so that way you don't get all the color off. That'll help with getting the excess shaving cream off. So you'll have something kind of like this texture. You might want to pat dry until you have a bit of a better texture. Okay, put that one down, and you dip it in water, then you just pat dry. Just make sure you get. Okay. I'm going to show you as I finish patting dry. So yeah, this is the green one, mostly. And it looks kind of cool afterwards because it's like, you have these things. In the future, if I want to improve this, I'm probably going to get more colors, not use just red and green, not use complementary colors that way, it doesn't turn brown or anything. That's what I'm going to probably do in the future if I want to do this with any of my other friends. But this is my first time, so I'm doing pretty good. First time. Okay, put that one back. Almost. And also these make great, like, if you want to make decorations that look like Christmas light bulbs, you might want to also do this for Christmas. Just do colors that are red and green. Because the texture also looks nice. It's like, look, see how it's like dotted? So yeah, this looks pretty cool. And ooh, I got a pink one, look. That looks cool. And the marble part definitely adds to making it look cool. And you want to make sure that when you pat it dry, you're not making it like, you don't make it crack or anything. Because if you pat it too hard, then it will it will crack. See, this one looks cool. I think this one might be one of my favorites out of all those. I don't know. So anyways, that is all for this video, except for one egg. I'm going to save that for my brother. But anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, comment down below, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.